Trail cameras sometimes capture things that take the whole internet by storm. From the tragic fate of the little deer and heart-wrenching story of the wolf's cubs to the sneaky bobcats and strangest deer, here are the clips that trail cam captures which went viral.
Lady Spirit. Since childhood, the person has seen spectral beings and encountered spirits daily, blurring the lines between reality and the afterlife. The most disturbing experience was a woman with black eyes, standing beside their bed night after night. A psychic revealed the woman was a lost spirit longing for life, seeking a way into the person's body. To break the connection, they shared their story on social media, hoping to escape the haunting presence. Spy Game. In the spine-chilling thriller Spy Game, the protagonist uncovers horrifying footage from a locked-off camera. Eerie knocks, bangs, and a chilling EVP, coupled with fluctuating temperatures and mysterious light anomalies, hint at a malevolent presence lurking in the darkness. Fear grips them as they realize the terrifying truth behind the enigmatic occurrences. Mystery of a Shadow. In the dimly lit security camera footage, a dark and mysterious shadow eerily moves, leaving a haunting impression of the spine-chilling interactions encountered during a chilling investigation at a potential new location, shrouded in mystery and the unknown.
Creepy night encounter. So there's this video of some folks who decided to take a nighttime stroll in the woods. They had a flashlight to light their way, but the darkness made it all pretty eerie. While walking, they stumbled upon this strange creature sitting on the ground, its back turned towards them. At first, they thought it might be some animal, but when it turned its head, they saw these glowing eyes and a super creepy face. Some say it could have been a fallen angel. Others claim it was a demon. A witch. This picture was captured by a trail camera, and it shows a human-like figure sitting high on the tree. With long white hair and glowing eyes, the viewers were quick to decide that it can be nothing but a witch, busy in her witchcraft in the middle of the night. However, nothing was ever confirmed. Happy otter. At 3 in the morning, this otter got so excited that it decided to go have a nice time with its neighbor, the trail camera. However, it wasn't long before the otter had its attention diverted to something else, so it just left the camera there. Guardian push. As the baby was crying and desperately calling for his mother, the baby's unsteady steps led him to the edge of the bed. In that moment, an unseen gentle force pushed him back to safety. A protective presence watched over the child, ensuring his well-being. Though invisible, the guardian touch brought comfort and relief, safety. A guardian spirit, a motherly presence from beyond, watched over the child, offering a loving touch when needed most. The bond between mother and child transcended the realms, providing protection and solace in times of uncertainty. Enchantress in cave. The video unveiled a holly appearance of a human covered in black dress and wearing a long white mask. In the dark cave, it was horrific to see such a supernatural thing. It must be an enchantress, or maybe a person with such an appearance, but it gives no clue for the person to be there. Black shadow. The footage of a restaurant unveiled a black that materialized itself and started walking. After being noticed by the staff, the spirit passes through the window and gets outside. The scary moment captured by the camera haunted the viewers, as it was scary to see supernatural thing at a public rush. Mysterious story. In a spine-chilling video, a group of people captures a figure walking on 2 legs in narrow tunnels. As the figure moves through the cramped passages, it becomes increasingly eerie and unrecognizable as a human. Speculations arise that it could be a paranormal spirit or ghost haunting the dark depths.
A bear and coyote. Ever wonder what happens after the National Geographic's camera rolls off and the humans go back to their homes? Well, you'll know after watching this clip where a black bear and a coyote wander through a forest together, seemingly unbothered by anyone's presence. Don't they both look very tired? Well, of course they must be after the whole day of shooting, right? A humanoid being in woods. Some bikers were out on their usual routine, riding along steep tracks. However, what they did not know was they were about to see something which will haunt them for their whole lives. As they move forward into the forest, we see a weird humanoid creature emerging from one side of the track and running away. One of the bikers even fell from his bike after seeing that thing. The one with the camera, however, tried going after the creature to see what it was. But to his shock, it disappeared into thin air and was nowhere to be found. Now, isn't that one weird experience? Man saves kid. When a mother and her kid were walking near the railway tracks, the kid ended up falling on the tracks. To make things worse, we see a train coming straight towards the kid, leaving the mother helpless. And that is when we see a man running straight towards the kid and helping him up the tracks, and then himself too. All this in mere seconds, and just before the train comes. The bravery this man showed is just amazing. Don't you think so?
Prehistoric ice. This footage was recorded by a camera that was sent down a hole in East Antarctica by explorers. The video recorded its complete journey down the hole until it reaches the point where the ice is located that is approximately 200 million years old. This is one of the most amazing sightings. Shark encounter. This footage was shot by a diver who was on his exploration journey in the deep seas when he suddenly realized that a great white shark had just passed near him. The shark then notices and starts to come at him at different times, but lucky for the diver, the shark finally turns away from him and does not attack him. He then dives back to the surface and climbs back on the boat safely, and also warns his fellow crew to look out for the shark and be careful.
Soul-eating encounter. The footage that has come across us is one of the most disturbing and soul-wrenching sightings ever recorded on camera. People who have seen the whole video have gone through many mental disorders such as clinical depression, nausea, etc. The video shows bizarre clips of human sacrifices made upon babies and humans. People who have watched the whole video have been eliminated, and the only thing found of them were little scary dolls in their rooms. The sacrifices were made for a dark ritual. Cryptid walker. This footage was uploaded by a Reddit user, Mr. Paranormal Guy. The video shows an empty room of a house that seems to be being renovated, and there are two stepladders placed in the middle of the room. The door is wide open, and there is no one else in the room. Then suddenly, a small cryptid creature enters the room and walks a few steps. Then it suddenly teleports and vanishes into thin air. The creature had a bulbous head, a small thin body, and large black eyes. Viewers say it could be an alien indeed, as it really looks like one of the depictions of aliens. Others speculate that it could be a cryptid creature or even a demon. Giant cloud face. The storm that occurred in Canada in 2011 was one of the most shocking events of all time. The people were shocked by the storm as well as the strange sightings witnessed during it. Footage was recorded that revealed a mysterious, huge face forming in the clouds. The face was so clear, with a well-defined nose and clear humanoid features. The sighting left people stunned. It is one of the most rare happenings never witnessed before. Thank you for watching till the end.
Mysterious transparent being. Uploaded by Vision Paranormal, this footage follows a newlywed couple in a dense forest, known for sightings of the legendary Wendigo, a malevolent spirit tied to winter, famine, and cannibalism in Native American lore. As they stroll along the path, the camera captures a mysterious shade moving among the trees. Unable to recognize its true nature, they both become frightened and flee the scene. They start running as the camera falls, and eerie sounds emanate from afar. Speculations arise about encountering the Wendigo, or an enigmatic transparent entity, leaving viewers perplexed by this eerie and unexplained forest encounter. The brave encounter. Venturing into the woods on his bicycle, a 15-year-old boy seeks an adventurous trail ride. Unexpectedly, he encounters an immense bear. Showing remarkable courage, the boy lifts his bicycle overhead, attempting to assert dominance and appear strong. The young adventurer handles the situation with bravery and composure, eventually driving the bear away. He captured this encounter on the camera. This harrowing experience highlights the importance of being prepared for wildlife encounters while exploring the wilderness. Mirror in the woods. This footage captured by trail cameras shows one of the most rare sightings. It shows the reaction of different animals when they see their reflection in the mirror. All the animals get frightened and either run off or get jump scared and then stare back at the mirror, confused. This video can truly make your day.
Anaconda. Have you ever thought about how big those anacondas can get? Like, seriously, what's the upper limit for their size? Well, let me tell you, they can reach a whopping 30 feet. And that right there, looking at this particular anaconda, just shows you how incredibly powerful and dangerous these creatures can be. The tree can't even handle the weight of the snake as it tries to slither up it. Man, I'm relieved that Titanoboa is extinct. Can you imagine what could have gone down if they were still around? An unusual bath time. You've got to see this rare footage of an eagle doing something unexpected, taking a relaxing bath all by itself. Usually, we see eagles fighting or hunting, but this one decided to unwind and cool off. The trail camera captured this moment in 2022, and it's interesting to think that maybe the weather was just too hot for the eagle to resist a nice bath. Captured by a trail camera in the darkest time of the night, this image is sure to scare anyone who saw it. Was it a witch busy in her rituals, sacrificing things for demons? Or is it an alien? Or maybe a ghost? We did a lot of research but couldn't find anything. If you have any idea, let us know in the comments. Zombie moose. This video shows a bull moose going through a terrible brainworm infection that messes up their brains and nervous system. It makes the poor thing weak, fearless, deaf, and partly blind, so it can't move properly and keeps going in circles. Eventually, it gets paralyzed. This happens because of a parasite which infects snails and slugs in the ground. So when moose eat vegetation, they accidentally swallow these infected snails and slugs. Siren head. At first, it looked like a man crawling in the distance, but as the camera zooms into the creature, it gets clear that it was no human being. Instead, it did not even look like an animal or even the famous Bigfoot. What the creature resembled was a siren head, a demonic being usually found in myths and stories. So does this mean that they are real, or maybe this video is just a fake? Do let us know what you guys think. Kidnapping credit. This video was taken from one of the many creepy videos of the dark web. It shows a woman in a white shirt, with some numbers written on it, who has been abducted and locked up in a small prison-like room. The video starts with the woman holding up a sign that says, "I have food for 2 more days. There is no water." The video shows the girl getting scared and calling out for help, and ends when someone tries to break into the room and the girl starts screaming for help. This is one of the most horrible moments captured on camera. Haunted house in the mountains. A daring group of YouTube explorers venture into a haunted mountain house, encountering unexplained events, a loud bang, eerie whispers, and a mysteriously moving bag. Their curiosity leads them to discover a hidden passage, where they glimpse something enigmatic, leaving viewers and snippers captivated and puzzled. Haunted basement. In a spine-chilling video, an inspector exploring a vacant house uncovered a startling sight in the basement, a ghostly figure dressed in white. As the door opened, the spectral entity attempted to conceal itself, leaving viewers in bewilderment. Was it a ghost, a wandering spirit, or an enigmatic presence beyond explanation? The haunting encounter in the basement leaves lingering questions, a mysterious specter that defies rational comprehension, and a reminder that the realm of the paranormal holds untold secrets.
The subscriber's pick. This image shows 2 huge spiders crawling up the buildings. One of them is way larger than the other. However, both look just terrifying. So we did our research and came to know that this picture isn't real but photoshopped. But don't worry, we have another same creature coming up next, which is way less fake than this one. A massive spider. And we came across this video online and it's freaking us out. There's this huge spider, like insanely big, crawling up a building. Seriously, who wants to come face to face with that in real life? I'm certain it'll haunt my dreams for weeks to come. But honestly, I can't tell if it's legit or just a prank. Either way, I'm not taking any risks and keeping my distance from wherever that was filmed. New Guinea singing dog. Guess what? They found the New Guinea singing dog, which was believed to be extinct. Some smart folks did a study and discovered that the DNA of 3 wild dogs from New Guinea matched that of the singing dogs. So it turns out the species wasn't extinct in the wild like everyone thought. These dogs must have been hiding out for a while, maybe waiting until there were enough of them to come out again. Encounter chupacabra. During a man's stroll, he spotted a peculiar creature and immediately began filming it, convinced it was a chupacabra, resembling a thin, hairless dog with a long tail and glowing eyes. However, doubts arose, speculating whether it could be a sick raccoon, a dog, or it actually was a chupacabra. The mystery deepened when a group of onlookers watched the creature abrupt rise and swiftly dart away. Its true identity remains an enigma, leaving everyone intrigued by the strange encounter. Unexplained enigma in the forest. In 2018, well-known traveler CJ and his partner Emma had an unsettling experience while fixing their camp fridge in a remote forest. While recording a vlog, CJ noticed his dog acting strangely. Later, while shooting for Instagram, they heard a loud moaning sound near a well. To their surprise, a woman appeared in the forest, but she vanished upon closer inspection. The dog became nervous and fixated on the well. The mysterious woman reappeared briefly near the food van before disappearing again. Despite capturing the events on video, the eerie encounter remains inexplicable, leaving the source of the moaning and the woman's enigmatic presence unresolved. The Nun. This creepy photo was captured by a home security camera that is designed to snap images when there is any kind of movement detected. The homeowner shared this image saying that he has no clue what this is, and there are no statuettes or religious objects in the house that could create such reflections. The photos show a blurry figure at one side of the frame, staring straight into the camera with its head sideways. The figure clearly resembles a nun. However, the person clarified that there is no such thing that could create such an illusion. The viewers also agreed with the homeowner's guesses and advised him to either consider moving to a different house or getting a priest to bless his house.
Strange river monster. These people were watching, and they thought they saw an alligator, but then it moved, and it was the weirdest sight ever. It was only using its strong tail to move around, and guess what? Its front legs were nowhere to be seen. I mean, what the heck was that creature? Was it just some alligator with a front leg issue? Or could it be some crazy evolving river monster that's going to wipe out humanity? What are your thoughts on this, guys? Let's hear it. Rare encounter. Have you heard of piebald deer? They're these unique deer with patches of white color on their usually dark hide. Super rare to spot in the wild. But guess what? This trail camera managed to capture one in 2021, and the owner couldn't contain their excitement. They were so happy about it that they had to share it online. Elk with a tire. This trail cam captured an elk with a tire stuck around its neck. For 2 long years, this majestic creature had to carry the burden of that tire while its antlers and neck continued to grow, making it increasingly difficult for the elk to break free on its own. Concerned about the elk's well-being, wildlife officials decided to step in and do something about it. They tranquilized the elk and attempted to remove the tire, but unfortunately they had no choice but to cut off the antlers in the process. It's a tough situation, but let's hope the elk will soon grow a new and beautiful pair of antlers.
The black leopard. The black leopard, also called the black panther, is a darker version of the leopard and jaguar due to a condition called melanism. It's important to note that it's not considered a different species. In the past, both species were thought to be extinct, but it's possible that the rarity of melanistic leopards played a role in this misconception. Black leopards occur when 2 recessive alleles combine, which is a very uncommon gene occurrence. While black leopards are less common than black jaguars and often grouped together, scientists have limited options to aid these cats, so they'll likely remain rare. Shoebill stork. This bird can either give you nightmares or remind you of a character from a 90s cartoon. No matter what, you'll definitely agree that this bird is extremely scary. It's also called the whale-headed stork and can be found in the wetlands of Central and East Africa. These birds prefer to be alone, which is probably why they're rarely spotted. Unfortunately, they're almost extinct, so they're being kept in captivity until their numbers increase enough to be released back into the wild. Horseshoe crab. Believe it or not, these strange, helmet-shaped creatures have been around on Earth for a whopping 445 million years. Back in the day, when it seemed like nobody else existed, horseshoe crabs were abundant along the shores of the ocean. They might have witnessed dinosaurs, the Ice Age, and who knows what else. They might have even been around before all of that. It's a mystery how they've managed to survive for so long. Only God knows. The cassowary. Cassowaries, like dinosaurs, have been around for about 60 million years. These big, colorful birds walk on two legs and have a large, bony crest on their heads. Their feet have sharp, dagger-like claws. People consider them very dangerous, and they're known for attacking and even killing humans. That's why they're often called modern-day dinosaurs.
Glowing creature. This happened in Brazil, where a man saw something very unusual. Even though spotted from afar, this wasn't something anyone was gonna not see. This creature, which looked like a humanoid, was glowing in the broad daylight. It wasn't moving or anything, but to everyone who saw it, it looked like a glowing human. Could it be an angel? Or maybe just a huge light? Let us know what you guys think about this one. Spooky siblings. So, there were these two little kids, right? And you won't believe when I tell you they were out there in the dark like really late, and someone caught it all on a trail camera. Totally creepy. But wait, it gets even weirder. Behind some bushes, there's this strange creature. And get this, it signals to the kids to come closer. Who are these kids? Where did they come from? And why on earth did they go near that thing? You'd think someone would have the answers, but nope. It's all a mystery. A real-life ghost. So, picture this. Two buddies hanging out in the woods with their adorable doggo. While they were filming their furry friend, something extraordinary happened. I kid you not, they capture what looks like a real ghost on camera. The ghostly boy appears in the top left corner for just a moment, and then poof disappears into thin air. They've been going to those woods for quite some time, but never saw anything like it before, and they were pretty spooked by the whole thing. Glowing eyes in the dark. You won't believe what this motion-activated camera caught in the wild. A bear got curious and triggered the camera, revealing its eyes glowing like something out of a spooky movie. It seemed pretty irritated by the light, as if it had something to say before disappearing from view. Can you imagine encountering those hungry eyes in person instead of just on camera? Terrifying.
Hotel room discovery. A video captures a cautionary tale as a man emphasizes the importance of checking hotel rooms for secret openings. During a routine inspection, he uncovers a mysterious void beneath the door, revealing an empty cave-like space. To his horror, something stirs within, accompanied by an eerie voice. This unnerving encounter serves as a stark reminder to travelers to remain vigilant and thoroughly examine their accommodations for any hidden surprises. Safety should never be taken for granted, as the unexpected may lurk in the shadows. Eerie sight revealed by remote cam. In a secluded forested area on September 26, 2022, Jesse and Julie, an elderly couple, set up a motion-activated trail cam they had longed for. Hoping to capture local wildlife like deer or wolf, they instead stumbled upon an unsettling image. Zooming in, the photo appeared to show a spectral figure clad in a white gown, which on closer inspection resembled a skull with dark, hollow eyes, clutching an unidentified plant. Locals spoke of cursed lands inhabited by shape-shifting spirits, as the couple knew about this before, but they didn't believe it. But now after this incident, they decided not to capture any further footage in that area.
A mermaid in Israel. Some guys in Israel ended up getting a mermaid on a camera. The footage might be a bit blurry, but we can clearly see the creature sitting on the rock and jumping back into the water as soon as it spots the boys nearby. Was that really a mermaid, or is it just a fake? Let us know what you guys think. Deer eating a squirrel. When someone thinks that nobody is watching them, that is when they do the weirdest things possible. And the same was the case for this deer. It thought there was no human or no camera around. So it grabbed its meaty snack and devoured it all. I don't know about you, but my view of deer has surely changed. It's difficult to see them as the peace-loving, grass-eating, minding their own business types, you know. Before moving any further, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon so you can keep watching our amazing content. A pixie. A man was out in the woods looking for anything interesting. He had heard about that strange creature living there, so he wanted to go see for himself. So he set up cameras everywhere and hid himself somewhere safe. He was expecting something massive and terrifying, but what he found was against all his expectations. A tiny gray-colored creature appeared looking here and there, maybe making sure no one was there. And then it ran away. According to some, it can be the famous pixie. Nothing can be said for sure. A weird creature. So, have you ever wondered if alien life exists? Well, this video circulating on social media might just be the evidence you need. The video is from a security camera capturing a bizarre figure with long limbs, big ears, and weird movements walking through. Some have even gone as far as to suggest that it might be Dobby from Harry Potter, which we kind of agreed to too. Who knows? Maybe the truth is out there after all?
Unearthly encounter at playground. In June 2016, a family's routine trip to a park on island turned into an unforgettable experience that they kept sitting in the car. The father, astonished, filmed the peculiar scene in the playground, as it was empty and there was no wind outside that day, but out of many one swing was moving to and forth vigorously, seemingly ridden by an invisible presence. Despite the absence of wind, the other swings remained motionless. The children were too frightened to leave the car and go to the playground. Skeptics suggested the wind as a plausible explanation, but no breeze swept through that inexplicable day. Something paranormal is responsible for this act. London Bridge jogger mystery. On the fateful day of May 25, 2017, a London bridge bore witness to a chilling act of unprovoked violence. A jogger described as a white male with brown eyes and short brown hair pushed a 33-year-old woman into the path of an oncoming bus. Miraculously, the bus driver's quick response saved her life. The woman tried to talk to the jogger, but he ignored her and ran away. As investigators pursued the jogger, a puzzling twist emerged when he returned to the scene but remained elusive. The motive behind this shocking incident remains shrouded in mystery.
A close call. This park ranger in Yellowstone had a heart-stopping moment. While on duty, they had a really close encounter with an enormous grizzly bear. Imagine that. The ranger noticed the giant bear and tried their best to keep it away from the visitor's car. But guess what? The bear didn't stop. It decided to charge straight at the ranger. Can you believe it? Thankfully, the ranger managed to escape and kept shooting into the air until the bear finally ran back into the forest. A creepy cane. This video does not show any wild creatures or humanoid beings, but what it shows is just as creepy. A security guard saw it on CCTV footage and decided to record it from there. The cane is standing next to a chair at first, but then we see it moving on its own and stopping near the elevator. As the video progresses, someone sees it lying on the floor and then picks it up, and after a few minutes, the cane disappears from the spot too. Where did it go? No one knows. The attic monster. A man kept hearing creepy voices from his house. So one day, he just decided to go check the whole house to see what was causing them. When he couldn't find anything anywhere, he had to check the attic, which was the only place left. At first, there was nothing except broken toys and other old stuff. But as he continued to search, he found a weird-looking man sitting in some kind of a box. And that is where the video ends. What happened afterwards? We couldn't tell. Dangerous cyclist. In a horrifying trail camera recording, a person is seen driving recklessly through a tunnel, surrounded by the rush of vehicles. As the footage unfolds, it was not a car, but a person riding a bicycle at breakneck speed. The shocking sight of this daredevil risking their life and endangering others in the dark, claustrophobic tunnel leaves viewers trembling with fear and the realization of the impending danger. Imposter Pope. This footage would drive you nuts even if you are not religious. The video has also raised questions about the true identity of Pope Francis and who he really is. In the following footage, the camera is focused on the Pope's face and shows a close-up of the face while he touches his face with his hand. However, something bizarre is recorded by the camera. The Pope holds his face from his nose and stretches it, making it look like a mask. The skin of the Pope seems to pull off more than the usual stretchiness of normal human skin. The footage has left the spectators baffled, and everyone has started to doubt the real identity of Pope Francis. Devil in the sky. The footage captured smoky giants with weird glowy red eyes on top of the city. They looked like they were made of smoke or mist and had red eyes that were glowing like lasers. This footage revealed one of the most unbelievable encounters ever captured on camera. The figures quickly vanished into nothing after appearing for a few moments. and were never seen again. Horrific evanescence. The trail camera flaunted a horrific scene of the disappearance of a woman standing behind when a person was giving an interview. Woman standing behind him vanished as another woman passed by. It can be said that the woman moved with the other one in the same way, but it was not like that because the woman never appeared again in any camera. A dog's encounter with darkness. A curious dog is standing in the corridor and staring into the dark room. After some time, fear grips the dog, and he runs backwards seeking for safety. It seems that he had seen something mysterious that sends shivers down the dog's spine. His instinct kick in, triggering the flight response ingrained in nature. Dogs, like humans, possess an inherent survival instinct, an innate ability to sense danger. This encounter with the enigmatic darkness has left an indelible mark, reminding him to be cautious and vigilant in his exploration of the unfamiliar. A tragedy. One day a man saw a mother deer with her little baby wandering around in the woods. He was so excited to see this cute family roaming in the woods. But what he did not know was that something tragic was about to happen. As he checked the cameras the next morning, what he saw was truly heart-wrenching. A coyote was seen going down the same path with the head of the baby deer in its mouth. A hunter bobcat. In Idaho, a hunter was up on a mountain, spotting mule deer, when he managed to capture some mind-blowing footage. Right in front of the hunter, some deer and a bobcat were sneaking up to the deer without them noticing anything. In a second pass, we see the bobcat jumping on one of the deer, grabbing it by the neck. Both of them came stumbling down the hill, and we couldn't tell if the deer survived or not. This is one rare encounter the hunter had not just seen, but also recorded, with the bobcat taking a prey much larger than its size. A heart-wrenching story. What this camera captured was something truly disturbing and heart-wrenching. At first, we see the wolf's den where the little cubs are relaxing. However, just after a few moments, a big bear appears on the screen, looking for a way into the wolf's den. After minutes of struggle and digging up the whole place, the bear finally reaches the little cubs and finishes them all one by one. When the wolves come home later, all they get is a torn-up home with no cubs found anywhere. A strange deer sighting. Okay, so in December of 2010, something really weird was caught on a trail cam. At first glance, it seemed like a regular deer, but when people took a closer look, they noticed its antlers were all twisted and bumpy, not the usual ones you'd expect. Experts think it might have been some kind of antler warts, but others are convinced it was a mutant creature of some sort. The video is pretty haunting, and it leaves us with more questions than answers about what kind of creatures might be out there in the dark of night.
Unknown trail path. This person discovered a very weird and creepy trail path in the middle of the woods while he was exploring. The area looked as if no one had come here in years. The grass was overly grown and wild flowers and plants were present everywhere. However, there was also a small cabin-like building, as if someone built and used it as a resting place. There was also another building, but larger than the other. The area looked very creepy as the overly grown plants and bushes made it look as if it had not been inhabited by any humans or other living beings in years. Weird ape. This photo was captured by a trail camera in Florida, USA. The trail camera was placed near a plot feeder in Florida. The image shows an ape sitting behind a tree log in the distance. The animal can be seen very closely with its multicolored fur and big ears. The eyes are big and shiny. The snout is like any of the other species of monkey. The head is big and fur is thick. UFO spotted. This footage captured by a security camera placed on a pole shows a very strange object flying in the sky, leaving a weird trail of lighting behind as it moves. Experts have speculated that it is a UFO, probably a mothership. The object flies into the frame from a distance and moves at a supernatural high speed, leaving a weird trail of light behind as it moves out of the frame. No other explanation of this footage has been given yet.
Something odd. You won't believe what happened when a trail cam was doing its usual thing. Out of nowhere, a strange shadow of some creature popped up on the left side, and then it just disappeared without ever stepping in front of the camera. Even the experts couldn't figure out what it was, sparking debates among people. Some thought it could be Bigfoot, while others guessed a bear or even a gorilla. The mysterious swimmer. This guy was just trying to catch some fish for dinner, when he saw the most bizarre creature swimming around in the water. Seriously, it looked like nothing he had ever seen before. So he whipped out his camera and filmed it to show to everyone. But the crazy part is, nobody could figure out what kind of animal it was. Its eyes, its skin color, nothing matched with known fish species. Could it be some sea monster like the ones people talk about in stories? Who knows? A creepy man. Walking in the dark with a white t-shirt on, this thing was the skinwalker, according to the guys who recorded this whole thing. At first, the creature remained unaware of him being followed by the guys, but as soon as he saw them, one of the guys ran after him with something like a stick in his hand. What happened afterwards? No one knows. Bigfoot's hand. One of the trail cameras out in the Canadian wilderness caught something absolutely bizarre. A mysterious hand creepily emerged from behind the camera, as if trying to snatch it. The hand looked rough, with long, skinny fingers covered in a thick layer of hair on the arm. But that hand didn't look human at all, and it definitely wasn't a bear. We're all scratching our heads, trying to figure out what in the world it could be. Some people said it might be that legendary ape-like creature, you know, the hairy beast.
A suspected goblin. Now, this can be the most confusing footage you will ever come across. Nothing seems to be clear here. What the men are trying to do? What exactly are they trying to catch? But one thing is very clear. The weird tiny creature standing at the corner, and then suddenly it tries running towards a side, freaking the hell out of the men. What exactly was that? For some, it was a goblin, and for others, a fake. You do let us know what you guys think. A tiny creature. At first, it might look like a normal video where a baby is sitting on the floor and one of his parents is recording him being his adorable self. But let me tell you, this video is much more than that, and you will know when you see that tiny creature coming from behind the baby and then running under the table. It freaked the parents out, and they even tried checking where it went, but it was nowhere to be found. A mysterious bended creature. This short clip was uploaded on the internet by some unknown person. It shows a weird glowing creature whose posture appears to be bent. It moves in a very creepy way, and we have no idea where it was spotted or even where it was going. What we know is that it definitely does not look human, and we do not ever want to be near such a thing.
Figure in the back. This image was shared online by an adventurer. The image looks completely normal at first, but if we look closely, there is something very creepy in it. A dark black figure can be seen in the background, lurking behind in the wilderness, staring at the man in the front. The figure seemingly resembles an ape. When the image caused a stir around the internet, the man who uploaded the photos revealed that the picture was captured in the Parana Delta region. The locals of that area have witnessed some weird and creepy white creatures in that area and have many stories about it. However, people speculate that this could be the legendary Bigfoot. Cat monster. This footage is one of the most bizarre videos on the internet. The video shows a very creepy and weird creature. It is tall and frail with the head of a cat, but it resembles no normal cat. It walks on two limbs and has an abnormally large head as compared to its body. What's even creepier about this creature is its eyes and mouth. The eyes are big and creepy, and the mouth is so scary, with long and sharp teeth that resemble small knives. The mouth is so wide and big. This is one of the most unexplainable videos online. Chased by a tiger. This footage was captured by a man who was riding on his bike through the woods. He was going at a high speed, passing through a road built in the middle of the woods, when suddenly a tiger charged at him, running at full speed towards him. Luckily, the biker managed to get away as he was also on a high speed, and as the tiger missed his target, it ran off into the opposite part of the woods and disappeared.
Orangutan rescue. Toward the river, there was this orangutan facing a tough situation, feeling like all hope was slipping away for its survival. But you know what? It didn't give up. And guess what? A human came to the rescue, carrying a long log of wood. The man and the orangutan climbed onto a big rock in the middle of the raging river. They used the long wood to reach the dry land. Despite being in distress, The clever orangutan knew how to use the wood to get to the trees and then to safety. The rake. In the video, a curious man decided to investigate strange noises emanating from the sewer near his house. He recalled hearing similar sounds in the past and even catching a glimpse of what he believes to be a mysterious creature, which he described as an alien. With a bold determination, he attempted to make peaceful contact with the creature. But the next events turned out to be anything but peaceful. Some speculate it could be the rake, but to others, it was just a fake video. A creature on the roof. What this man saw and recorded was something which was enough to send shivers down anyone's spine. At the start of the video, there is nothing much to be seen, just the darkness, the man's car, neighborhood and all. But as the video progresses, a creature appears on the roof crawling on it. It not just scared the man, but us too, to be honest. But was it real or not? No one could tell.
Tasmanian tiger. Tasmanian tigers used to live all over Australia and Tasmania, but they disappeared a long time ago. They looked like a mix of tigers and wild dogs. It's really strange because some people say they've seen and taken pictures of these tigers, even though they were supposed to be extinct since 1936. Scientists say they can't be alive, but we're not sure what to make of the videos and pictures. In the past few years, there have been 8 reported sightings of the tiger, and the most recent one was in July 2019 when a man claimed to have found something that looked like a Tasmanian tiger. Laotian rock rat. The Laotian rock rat is one seriously terrifying type of rat. Back in 2005, experts found it and realized it was the only one left from a long-lost rat family that was believed to be extinct for a whopping 11 million years. But guess what? After all those years of thinking it was gone forever, the rat made a comeback and was spotted in Laos by those same experts. Pretty amazing, right? La Palma lizard. Once thought to be completely gone, the La Palma giant lizard surprised everyone by flourishing on the same island. Scientists say their population began dwindling around 2,000 years ago. For nearly 500 years, it was assumed they were extinct. But guess what? These clever lizards managed to stay hidden from humans for ages until they were unexpectedly found again. In 2007, a newspaper published the first photo of the species, and since then, more and more evidence has emerged.
A terrifying train tunnel adventure. 3 boys decided to explore a train tunnel near a lake armed with flashlights and trail camera. The tunnel was so dark that even with flashlights, they weren't able to see a few steps forward. As they venture deeper, the tunnel's length surprises them, and nervousness turns into panic when they hear an approaching train. In this tense situation, they squeezed themselves against the tunnel wall. The train passed by, and the boys didn't get any harm. The harrowing experience leaves a lasting impression, and the boys decide to avoid any further train tunnel adventures in the future. Chilling biker adventure. In a spine-tingling moment, a group of bikers came face to face with the paranormal. They spotted a goblin-like creature with a skinny frame walking barefoot on the road. The eerie encounter left the bikers in shock, questioning the existence of supernatural beings among us. The unsettling sight of the mysterious being continues to haunt their thoughts, forever etched in their memories as a chilling encounter with the unknown. Ghost cat. The following footage recorded by a security camera shows something creepy. A woman runs into the frame, terrified, as if she's running away from something, and seconds later a little black creature appears. At first it seems like a normal cat, but then its strange, glowy eyes can be seen. The eyes of cats do glow in the dark, but not as much as the ones that were glowing. Another thing that is so creepy is that cats do not chase humans like this cat is chasing the woman. This is one of the most unexplainable encounters recorded on camera.
Walking fish. Up next, we have a walking fish. Yeah, you heard it right. It's called a mud skipper, and it's making marine biologists go nuts. This incredible species can walk on land using its fins, which is a total game changer for fish, don't you think? It can switch between water and land like it's no big deal, making it a remarkable subject for observation and research. The video of this mud skipper has gone viral on social media, and it's not hard to see why. I mean, who wouldn't be fascinated by a fish that can walk? It's like the fish version of the movie Footloose. Strange strange lights. Late one night, a strange phenomenon was caught on a Ring camera. At first glance, it appeared to be a small insect flying around the camera. However, upon closer inspection, something seemed off. The tiny creature had glowing spots on its body that were unlike anything seen before. While skeptics suggest that it could be some kind of firefly or other growing insect, the oddities of its movements and glowing spots have left others wondering if it could be something supernatural. Whatever it was, it remains a mystery to this day.
Devil in the shadow. While capturing the beauty of the forests, the cameraman records a terrifying devil with blue, shiny eyes and elongated body. Fear grips the cameraman as he encounters this mysterious devil lurking in the shadows. The true nature of this entity, whether spirit or beast, remains unknown. In the creepy, snowy landscape, a big, dark creature runs through the darkness. Its furry body blends with the cold surroundings as it moves with an eerie grace. Falling snowflakes add an unsettling touch, making it seem like something mysterious hides in the freezing air. The scene is spooky, leaving us curious about the creature's intentions and creating a sense of mystery. The cameraman dives into the sea, revealing unseen and disturbing creatures. Dolphins playfully create bubbles, while a friendly seal enjoys human company. The encounter with these mysterious sea creatures leaves viewers astonished. Giant lion. A family raises a lion as a pet, creating a terrifying situation. Despite the owner's affection, the wild nature of the lion is evident when it attacks a journalist during an interview. The presence of such a dangerous animal poses a constant threat to everyone around.
A Bigfoot's baby. When this video hit the internet, it had everyone scratching their heads. Was it just a big gorilla holding its baby and running away from the nearby humans? Or was there more to this video than what meets the eye? It didn't take long for many to start thinking that is what the Bigfoot would be like, and there's a big chance that this might be one. However, nothing was confirmed by the authorities about this clip. Mysterious forest stalker. What appears to be just a simple video of two siblings playing in the woods takes a creepy turn as we realize that it isn't just two of them there. There is someone else right behind, and the two little kids start running in fear as soon as they realize that there is a creepy being following them. To some, it was a prank being played on the kids, but to others, it looked like an alien-like being in the woods. Nothing was ever confirmed, though. Mysterious hole. Now, to some, it might look like a usual video where a coyote is captured digging up a random hole in the middle of nowhere. But when we consider the context, this is not as normal as it might look like to us. According to the owner of the trail camera, this coyote and raccoons had been digging out this hole for many nights. He had no idea what was there that got all of these animals so intrigued.
A huge crocodile. In a remote part of the Philippines, villagers captured an enormous crocodile weighing about 2,000 pounds. The crocodile was believed to be around 18 feet long and had a reputation for attacking humans. Despite being tied up on a cart, the determined beast continued to struggle, causing the cart to shake under its massive weight. This frightened the villagers, but they didn't give up. With the assistance of experts, they bravely intervened, and after nearly an hour of effort, successfully resecured the crocodile to prevent any additional damage. Anne-Marie the sun bear. As a young cub, she was bought by a family in Vietnam and spent her days behind rusty bars. But in August 2016, when she turned 7, a rescue team arrived and set her free from that lonely cage. Despite being generally healthy, she had some joint issues from her lack of activity in captivity. After her rescue, she was taken to a rehabilitation center, and plans were made to reintroduce her to the wild, giving her a chance at a fresh start. A raccoon. This blind raccoon was kept in a cage for years, and when he was finally rescued, it was a sight to see. He got excited about the little things, like having to bathe, play with his humans, and his favorite toys. But the saddest part here is that the raccoon wasn't blind since birth. It became blind due to the neglect of the humans who had it locked away for God knows how many years. Still, good thing he was rescued, and now he has a new life to enjoy. Tigers. When we think of tigers, we usually have the mightiest, the strongest, and the bravest beasts in mind. But this heart-wrenching scene will show you otherwise. This tiger was not just weak, but also shivering and scared. These two tigers lived in an abandoned train car for 15 years, and when they were freed for the first time in so many years, it was a sight that brought tears to everyone's eyes. Hopefully, they will have a good life ahead. Beagle. Beagles are considered to be one of the cutest breeds of dogs. I don't know how someone can keep such adorable things so cruelly. This little guy was kept in a crate for years. It was there for so long that when the rescuers tried taking it out, the dog was refusing. We are so glad that there are still good people on Earth who actually care about such animals and went to this little dog's rescue as soon as they heard about it. Disturbed neighbor unveiled. In a chilling incident recorded by a home camera in 2019, a California family was targeted by a disturbed neighbor, revealing his terrifying intentions. The footage captured the neighbor attempting to douse the family's home with diesel gas, mistakenly less flammable than petrol. His failed attempt to ignite the fire, which he claimed was to kill a ghost he believed he saw in their home, led to his arrest on charges of attempted harm. The lucky family survived, but the footage serves as a shocking testament to the danger posed by their dangerously disturbed neighbor. True crime story. In a chilling incident back in February 2017, Las Vegas police devised a clever plan to catch a dangerous serial killer, as two homeless men were tragically murdered in their sleep with the hammer forced on their head. Law enforcement strategically placed a dummy in the area to lure the perpetrator. The shocking video captured on camera showed a man nonchalantly approaching the dummy, mistaking it for a real person, and brutally striking its head with the hammer. After hitting the dummy with the hammer, he just moved away like a casual person. But the police swiftly arrested the murderer before he could escape. This true crime story unveils the remarkable tactics employed by the police to bring a range criminal to justice. Deadly crocodile. This footage shows one of the creepiest sights of a crocodile. The crocodile is in the water at first, unseen and hiding, when the man who filmed this notices something strange in the water near the surface. As he goes closer, the crocodile becomes clearer to the view. Its mouth is wide open, with its sharp teeth visible. However, it does not attack the man. It doesn't even move at all or close its mouth. Viewers speculate that the beast might not be alive anymore. Spooky house. The chilling home surveillance camera footage captures unsettling paranormal activities plaguing a mother and son. As they witness the door handles moving mysteriously, fear takes hold when an unseen entity blocks their escape. Terrifyingly, the son's chair is violently jolted, and the doors begin to bang shut, trapping them. The haunting footage leaves no doubt about the presence of an invisible and malevolent supernatural spirit, infusing the house with an atmosphere of terror and uncertainty.
Gollum. This short creature was captured carrying what seems to be a small knapsack as it scurries among the rocks. If we take another look, we can see its face, which is a mix of human and dog or bear-like features. It might remind you of Gollum from The Lord of the Rings. The creature moves cautiously between the rocks, occasionally glancing behind as if it's keeping an eye out for some unknown predator. A massive bear. This bear was captured by a camera, and it was quite a sight for everyone on the internet as well. It looked as if it had been training for some competition or something. The video shows this mysteriously huge bear wandering in northern Minnesota, and people who watched it came up with all sorts of suggestions. Some thought it might be a pregnant mommy, while others speculated it's getting ready for hibernation. But even after different reviews, no one is exactly sure about this massive and scary bear. Slender Man. At first, it looked like a weird statue outside the man's house, but as he focused on it, it appeared to be moving. The man was scared as hell, yet he kept recording what he was seeing standing outside his house. After a few minutes, we actually get a close-up of the creature. It looks like what one would call a Slender Man, but whether it was real or not, that question just remained unanswered, as the man said he disappeared just seconds after. Musical ghost. An ominous and bone-chilling tune resonated from an abandoned mausoleum in a forlorn graveyard. The haunting song sent shivers down the spines of those close, as it appeared to come from nowhere and everywhere at the same time. The sad sounds filled the air, generating a sense of foreboding and mystery. Despite the fact that the tomb looked to be empty, the disturbing singing continued, leaving observers perplexed and unsettled. Whispers of a ghostly apparition spread like wildfire, capturing the interest of passers-by. The haunting singing from the empty tomb became a spine-chilling story passed down through generations. Invaders Group. The security camera records a person trying to retreat into the house. With no response, he went back. But he was again captured by the camera on the back side of the house. With his allies, he tried to invade. But as he opened the door, the alarm started ringing, and they ran off while stealing something present on the front door.
A scam caught on camera. This man wanted his insurance money, and the way he decided to get it is the best. At first, he deliberately made his bike reverse and hit the car, and then he flew himself backwards on the car. I mean, watch for yourself what he is doing. What he did not know was that a dash cam was installed in the car and he was being recorded. If you ever plan such a thing, do check for cameras, folks. A baby dinosaur. It is a 5-second clip, but you will see here something just out of this world. A baby dinosaur, or should I say something which appeared to be like a baby dinosaur, was caught on this CCTV footage running around in the city. This video has us wondering, is it possible that dinosaurs maybe are still alive? What do you guys think? A smart lion. This video shows a lion strutting its stuff, giving the tourist its best blue steel. When all of a sudden, splash! The lion takes a dive right into the pond. Looks like it was too focused on showing off its good side and forgot to watch where it was going. Whoopsie! Don't get us wrong, lions are still mighty and ferocious, but this just proves that they can have their clumsy moments too. Keep practicing those catwalk skills, Mr. Lion!
Bear attack. Mother Nature can be both breathtaking and scary at the same time. In 2022, there was this crazy video caught on camera showing the law of nature at its wildest. There was this dark and eerie creature perched on top of a tree. Can you believe it? People were wondering if it was a big cat, but it was a big bear right there. And somehow it managed to climb up so high. Must have been one hungry critter going after a bird's nest. It's just the harsh reality of survival in the food chain, you know? Life can be tough for everyone. A giant wolf. On their way home, these guys saw something that freaked the heck out of them. It was a massive wolf, my friend. And let me tell you, that creature locking eyes with them in the darkness sent shivers down their spines. Instead of making a quick exit, some brave souls actually chose to stick around and record the whole thing. Can you imagine? I mean, seriously, who wouldn't just run for their lives at the sight of that beast?
Mysterious humanoid. This footage was captured by a person in India, where the locals of a specific area have witnessed a pale, tall, and thin humanoid figure lurking on the sides of the roads. The figure resembles a human body, but it is pale in color, has no hair, and is very frail and thin. It has abnormally long and thin limbs. The eerie figure has been seen multiple times, calmly walking down the street. Killer mountain lion. This video was shot by a man who was sleeping peacefully in his house when he suddenly heard loud noises and thuds on his deck. He decided to get up and investigate. As he peered out the window, he saw a mountain lion who had just killed his prey and was standing over it, right on top of the entrance of the man's property. The lion's prey was an elk, and it was laying lifeless on the ground. The man decided to not go any further, but when the lion suddenly looks around and spots the man, the lion hisses at him, clearly warning him to come no closer. Haunted corridor. In the Eerie hotel corridor, a chilling incident unfolds as a girl enters, only to be startled by a falling plant pot. The inexplicable occurrence intensifies as her hair is wildly blown by an unseen force, triggering her terror-stricken escape. The baffling and hair-raising video leaves viewers questioning the presence of something otherworldly, shrouded in enigma and fear. Mysterious sight. The chilling satellite footage of Antarctica unveils a mysterious and intriguing sight. A strange shadow looms on the ice, and to the side, a small, enigmatic creature is spotted, hinting at the presence of an alien entity. The eerie encounter in such remote, desolate terrain sparks questions about extraterrestrial life and its connection to secluded locations. This baffling discovery captivates viewers, inviting them to ponder the secrets hidden in the icy wilderness. Stalker ghost. This footage was shared on Facebook and has become viral since it was uploaded. The video was shot on the cell phone of the person who is walking peacefully in the fields when suddenly a scary figure appears on his screen. That just appears out of nowhere, standing in a small distance behind him. As he sees closely, the figure looks more like a dead person or a zombie. It is frail and weak and has thin limbs. The skin also looks burnt and withered. The man starts running as he gets scared of what he just saw, but as he starts to run, the figure follows him down the path. Jaguar man. In the chilling street camera footage, a wolf-like creature with pointy ears and thin legs is spotted in the town. The sight of the jaguar man instills fear and creates a sense of danger for the town's citizens. The mysterious and threatening presence of this creature remains a haunting enigma. A chimp. Chimps are considered to be among the smartest, and this one right here is going to prove it. Being locked in a zoo, the chimp wanted to have humans help it escape, and so it pointed them out the lock. He wanted the man to pull the window up so the chimp can go live freely in the wild with his family. Unfortunately, that wasn't going to happen. Nappa, the bear. This bear was born in a zoo and sold to a circus, and there it had to spend 12 years in captivity. And after so many years, he finally found a home in the most beautiful sanctuary. The best part about all this is the reaction of the bear. And his first snow day was the most adorable, heart-bursting thing ever. Let's hope that the bear will get better soon and be free in the wild to enjoy the life it is supposed to live.
Dancing bear. A wildlife channel that set up cameras in the jungle to capture some cool animal footage. And guess what they got? Bears shaking their behinds and moving around like Shakira. It's hilarious. You see, bears get itchy too, just like us humans. But their way of scratching their backs is quite unique. They use trees to scratch themselves, and they absolutely love doing it. Check out the video, it's just so funny. Breathing earth. You won't believe what a trail cam recorded. The earth was actually bobbing up and down, looking like it needed a break from all that spinning and orbiting around the sun. They call it the breathing earth phenomenon. It happens when the ground gets a bit loose and the wind is stronger than usual, causing the earth to move up and down, almost like it's taking a breath. It might seem scary if you didn't know what it was, like the earth is about to swallow you up. Thank you for watching the video till the end. Do like and share with your friends. Subscribe to our channel for more amazing content.